Wait. Welcome back to the Nick Mo Photos Moto Vlog. Today, we're headed to Daytona. So, as I posted last week, we're going to Daytona Bike Week. Super excited. As we got there, enamored with all the motorcycles, custom builds, rat rods, I mean, you name them. It's just amazing eye candy. So I got a couple takeaways. Number one, I went as a fan of the motorcycles, so I wasn't really in work mode. And that's number one, which relates to the rest of them down the line. Going through my video, audio shot. Everything's overmodulated. I wasn't thinking I should have packed a dead cat for my mics. And so all the stand-ups I was doing and walk around showing the bikes, all that stuff is overmodulated and unusable. As I'm going through my footage as well, one of my cards corrupted. I just didn't properly plan. I just had this talk with my fiance, and I'm going to these events as a fan and not in work mode. So that's something that definitely taken away and actually develop, instead of shooting from the hip, I'm actually going to develop a shot list. I'm actually going to develop a storyboard, some talking points to kind of keep me on target, on focus, telling the story. So as I'm going through some of my B-roll, and I'll show it here in a minute, I'm very repetitive because I'm in fanboy mode. Super excited about all the builds, excited to be in Daytona during this time, excited to see these amazing machines. So again, that's number one. Number two, check your gear. Number three, be ready to work. Number four, have an outline or a storyboard to make it easier when it's time to edit, because everything is already pre-planned and laid out. So those are my lessons learned from Daytona as a motovlogger, as a photographer. We were able to get some great shots. So the good thing about being multifaceted when it comes to producing, shooting video, audio, getting interviews, but something that I do as well, and a lot of you guys do too, is you take imagery, you take photos. And I'm grateful that I got some really good shots, and I've already posted those up on Instagram. If you don't follow me already on Instagram, it's at Nick_Mo Photos. I'll put that right here. And essentially, some of the builders and owners of those bikes reached out, and I was able to send them the imagery that I got. So it was a success in that aspect. However, we want to make sure that I'm firing on all cylinders. So not only the photos, but video, and then step up the production. Something I heard Omar Takord from Think Media talk about today on an Instagram reel was, you might have the skill set, you might have the passion and the drive, but your display to your audience is lacking, which doesn't result in the channel growing or social media following. So that's something that I'm very cognizant of now, especially after this blunder in Daytona. But nothing's a failure, right? We all take lessons learned, improve the next time out. So I'm gonna be showing some of the cool shots that I got, photos, and then follow with some video snippets here of some beautiful V-Clouds we saw out there. Here's my buddy. Come here. Come on, let's get on camera. Hey everybody, this is Rye Superfly Guy. And, but definitely some Cyclesmith floorboards, brake pedal, some grips. They got the shredder grips, I believe they're called. Beautiful chrome with diamond dimples in them. So again, everything is a work in progress, you know, and it's one thing being able to build something that you're passionate about and that you're eager to see grow and develop into your vision turning into fruition, whatever that saying is. But ultimately being proud of what you ride, and it doesn't matter what it is. And I'm grateful for the experience of Daytona. I'm grateful for being able to witness all the bikes that we saw up at Indian Motorcycles in Daytona. I think Full Throttle had their bike show there on Saturday, and that's the event that we went to. Just grateful for the motorcycle community, and I'm grateful for all you guys. The channel's growing. We're up to 185 subscribers, and for me and mine, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching my videos, subscribing, sharing my videos, and as always, if there's anything that you guys want to see in particular, drop a comment down below. Let your boy know, we'll get that stuff produced. We saw one comment. There's a gentleman that wants to do a compare and contrast the Indian Chieftain against the Indian Roadmaster. Other than that, we're going to be getting to that video here soon, next couple weeks. And just thank you. Remember, hit that like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys, and thanks again.
Indian Motorcycles from Daytona, and man, their selection in the showroom, top notch. We also have an entire facility out back.
And I tell you what, the creativity of some of these bikes is just simply amazing. We talked about that earlier. It doesn't matter, you're not building it for anybody else, you're building it for yourself. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple examples of what we were talking about earlier. It just simply amazes me what people come up with. Amazing bikes. These things are just crazy. I just showed you guys a couple of the different builds they have out here. Just simply amazing. There's one more bike I want to show you guys.
That's one thing I love about motorcycles is the different ways that people express themselves through their rides.